There are especially three ladies that are on Facebook, YouTube, and I've seen one on Instagram that I really love. I really like the information that they share. I love it when, it's talk time and they're, expressing their point of views about their reality and how they see reality. A lot of it I do agree with. Now, these three ladies are her what is La something. I'm sorry, her name just absolutely slipped. LaBrittany. The other one is Lillith the Witch. And the other lady is Sprinkle, Shera Seven. Three very beautiful women, very knowledgeable, very wise. I've gotten a lot of information and game from them. Not that I'm trying to, play the game, or I'm just saying I got the knowledge from them. I love the way that they encourage women to keep themselves up, to have pride in themselves, self-esteem, and see their self-worth. And I love how they try to guide women when it comes to men. And they usually have a good point. But I'm not gonna lie. I do have issues, especially with Miss Sprinkle, and to a large extent, both to the same extent, really, concerning the overall message that they give. Okay, like I said, they're sharing their knowledge and their experience, and I agree with most of what they are saying. But there's something that I have a issue with now. As far as Lillith, Babylon the Witch, is it Babylon? I know it's Lillith the Witch. Now, she doesn't go too far off, venture off into what I'm going to say about LaBrittany and Shera Seven. But, the woman is out cold. I be listening to Lilith, the things that she say, and she don't crack a smile. She says it from her heart. And even though it's sometimes cold-blooded, it's just real. It's just real, okay? So the issue I have with LaBrittany and Shera Seven is the money game that they call themselves teaching women. Now, one of them, I'm not going to say which one, if you watch them as much as I do, because I watch almost every video that they've made, that they're making, and plan on watching the videos they're going to make in the future. But this one particular, one of them was doing a question answer on her little short, and someone asked her when was the best time to ask men, or ask the man that she's singing or dating, for money. And she tells this lady on the first date. And I said, wait a minute. I said to myself, no, she has got to be kidding. I thought the one was kidding. I was waiting for her to laugh and, bust out laughing at herself, and, because it's a joke. Nah, she was serious. She was serious. A lot of vulnerable women listen to their podcasts and their videos and their shorts, okay? A lot of women with probably not the best self-esteem, okay? And then we have a lot of young girls, all right? Now, I believe in teaching the young girls about men as far as being careful, around them, especially very careful. Be very careful around men. There are certain things that you should not say. There are certain moves that you should not make. Do not assume. Just listen. Okay, I get it. But this get that money, ask for it on the first date. Make sure he coming out of his pockets and blah blah blah. That's some hoe shit. I'm just gonna tell you like it is. That's some prostitute game. That's what's women who, who in that lifestyle. And if you grown and that's what you choose, that's your business. But that's not what you want to teach or tell an adolescent girl. You don't want to put that type of learning or unlearning. You don't want to put that crap in her head. Okay? We shouldn't want our young girls looking at a man just like he's a money bag. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we want to date men who have means, who's ambitious. If you never date for potential, never date for potential. I made that mistake in my early years. I haven't dated in a long time. I'm good. I mean, if I meet somebody, cool, but I'm not in the market like that. But I made those mistakes over and over again in my youth. Giving men a chance who didn't have nothing. Well, he trying, no. Okay, I agree with that. But for you to just look at a man and say, okay, he got a car, he got some nice shoes, got a nice car, expensive car, and looking at, okay, he got some money, I'm finna go out with him because I'm finna get some money. That's some prostitute shit. I'm just gonna call him out. I'm just gonna call that shit out. Now, like I said, Lillith don't really go there like that. Like, she can get real cold because she's mean. But she's a wise woman. I enjoy her. I love her podcast. I love her videos. But, the other two, if you listen to these ladies, especially Miss Sprinkle and LaBrittany, you have to listen with a grain of salt and some, take it with a grain of salt and have some common sense and some wisdom and some self-respect about yourself, okay? Now, I understand that men have a certain nature, and if he treats you a certain way, that, honey, you need to know whether that man really wants you or not, or even likes you or not, or if he's just planning a one-night stand or what. I get it. And there's certain things a man does when he really cares or really likes a woman, or at least cares about her, at least, have pretty good feelings for her. But I kind of feel that the way to, okay, let me just go out. Let me just come out and say it. When men really, really like you, they gonna come up out of them pockets. They're gonna take you out and will not let you pay. Okay? They might take you out of town. They're gonna take you on a trip, maybe to Disneyland or Mount Magic or whatever. Okay? They're gonna take you out and they want you to have fun. Take you to the casino, give you about a couple of $100 and say, go ahead, baby, have some fun. They're gonna already do that. You should look at find out as soon as possible whether the man is stingy or not. Because if he's not doing anything for you, you ain't got to ask for nothing now. If he's not offering nothing, if he got you paying, going Dutch with him, that man don't like you. He don't want you. He does not respect you. He don't like you. And he's going to keep on mistreating you, because that is not how a man in his nature does not, they don't, they will spend. They don't mind doing for you. So you want to find out real quick, is he stingy? Okay? When you see stinginess, then you might want to move away. But to to get online and or to say, shit, I'm finna ask this nagger for some money. He gonna have to give me some money just to be with you. Girl, there's a corner outside on some street waiting for you, because that's exactly what you're coming across as, and really that's exactly what you are. So I advise women to listen to those ladies. They make me feel good about myself. It's a few others too. I've come across them, I come across them here and there every now and then, but those are my favorite. But be smart, be wise. You ain't got no business asking no man for no money on a first date. You don't want him asking you for no panties on the first day. So why you want to hit him up for his money? But like I said, first date is all about talking. You might just go somewhere and get a hamburger, or you know what I'm saying, some coffee or something like that, or walk through the park or something. That's for getting a feel for what this person's energy is before you go any further. And a lot of times you might get hurt. You might get hurt trying to use these men, talking about asking them for money on the first date and all that, and what you gonna do for me. Girl, please. That's not what we want for our young girls. That's not what we want for them. So I just wanted to make this video. Like I said, I love those ladies. I listen to them all the time. I'm going to continue to listen to them. But like I said, you got to take what they say with a grain of salt and be wise and be smart. Okay? Peace. Love y'all.